Alrighty, today I will be reflecting on House of #EdTech, a podcast by Chris Nesi. This podcast was titled #EdTech Tips for Teaching, and this was filmed in 2019, I believe, and it's episode 94. Chris started off his podcast by talking about teacher burnout, why teachers are leaving teaching. The supply of teachers is shrinking while the demand for children in school is increasing. And so this is a huge problem and issue that our country is facing right now. There are many factors for why a teacher would leave the field of education, but one of the number one problems, it seems to be, is the long hours teachers spend inside and outside of the classroom, grading homework assignments, prepping, making lessons, doing everything they can to provide the best quality of education they can for their students. Most of these hours spent outside the classroom or after school ends are not paid to teachers. I believe in Chris's podcast, he talked about Finland and how teachers in the US work 2.5 hours more per day than teachers in Finland do. Teachers in Finland are also a lot more respected than teachers in the US. This is seen in a lot of countries where it's they value their teachers more than how other people value them here in America. And while he was talking about this, I was reflecting back on news reports that I've heard of how teachers leaving schools are becoming a huge crisis in America, mainly because of COVID and the way teachers were forced to move their whole classroom in about 1 to 2 weeks, all remotely online. It's a huge challenge, burden, and pressure for teachers to do all of that. Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and while I was in one of my practicums, he said, "Oh, we don't have school on Monday." And so I asked him, I was like, "Oh, is that like a snow day that you guys had that you didn't need? And so why don't you have school on Monday?" And he basically started talking about how the district is granting teachers more days off in order for them to catch up or just to have free time and give teachers a rested break, which is fully deserved. Then Chris started talking about how educational technology can be used as an amazing tool for teachers to save time and effort in the classroom and make it easier on themselves. He talked about this technology tool called ThemeSpark, which allows educators to make fast and easy K through 12 teaching tools for standards and rubrics in less than 1 minute. The website has easy access to math standards, ELL standards, any type of subject it has a standard for. You can grab these standards, and from those you can build a lesson. They have over 1,000 standards that are aligned to specific lessons. They even have a lot of resources for those lessons or that standard. You can also build your own lesson off of these. You can export Google Doc or Microsoft documents. There's a lot of these resources out there now for teachers, but ThemeSpark seems to be extremely helpful for teachers, and it saves them a whole bunch of time when it comes to planning lessons and activities in the classroom, which is very valuable for themselves, their students, their mental health. I definitely recommend this podcast to teachers so they understand that there are more options and better options even out there when it comes to planning lessons. I'm about out of time, so I'm going to end it there, but thank you for listening.